we already started? Oh, I'm right on time to watch Taiwan live TV!
Hi everyone, and you are right on time for Taiwan Live TV. How's everybody going? Wow, it's been a while, and we are here in the Hilife store. I'm going to say hi to everyone right now in the comments. All right. Wow, they're really, really small. That's interesting. Wonder what happened. Oh, my text got set really, really small. And I got a second device. I'm going to see how it looks on the second device. That's really, really interesting. I didn't know that. We had an update here in PRISM, and I also had an update on the Xiaomi user interface. So I'm going to do this test text here. And oh boy, that's small. That's okay. I can deal with that. No problem. How's everybody doing? If I said I was sick, it would be an understatement. I've had all kinds of, from cardiac issues to not flu, but flu-like symptoms. I was on last week on Tuesday, and I've been missing my regular schedule, so I apologize for that. I'm really, really sorry, but that's nothing I can do about that. I've just got to get over it. So anyway, tonight I'm sitting here in the beautiful Hilife store, and I can just briefly, with my gimbal, that's the newly redesigned Hilife store, you guys remember. And I'm sitting next to the machine, that does all the magic, wonderful, cool stuff that we talked about before, with passport photos and so forth. And if you want to get pictures printed, it's the easiest and cheapest way of doing it. You don't have to go to you don't have to go to a photo shop. You can just get your pictures printed at this machine, and they are just as good as any other. They are just as good as the print shop. So there you go. Now I am looking on Taiwan Live TV's YouTube channel, and I'm gonna say hi over there too. And there you go. It always takes a few seconds. Wow, that is really small. I kind of worked on that. I don't know what that is. That may actually be the system. Yeah, that might be the system fonts. Now, what's really interesting is I have the Xiaomi 9T Pro phone, which I got about 2 months ago, and I can't say enough about it. It is utterly fantastic. It's incredible. And it's already updated to Android 10.0. And I couldn't believe it. Their user interface, they call it MIUI. Mi for Xiaomi, MIUI is an incredible interface. And I'll talk about PRISM in a second. The phone is all screen. Pop-up cameras, it's all screen. There's no notches, there's no holes in it. It's amazing looking. It's a Super AMOLED screen, and it's wider, than the normal one. And so sometimes there's aspect ratio problems, but the latest update has solved that. And the cool part about it is it completely supports gestures, so you don't even need to have, because there's no hardware buttons, you know, like the home button, like on the Samsung, there's a home button, nothing like that. There's no bands or nothing. It's all screen. And so it completely supports gestures, and you don't even need to have the software buttons appear on the screen. You know, usually how you'll have to like swipe up and then you get the back button and then the recent apps and stuff. No, not with this. So the UI is really, really cool. You have the option to have that if you want, but I chose the gestures option, and it's really, really cool. All right, now I have some deep fried grilled squid with Bootsy sauce. Oh man, oh my goodness. Now mind you, I haven't had Bootsy sauce for a couple weeks. You're feeling sick, at least I don't. I don't eat that well. When I feel sick, I'm not very adventurous on food. Sometimes I'll just skip it altogether. This is just, This is some of Taiwan's famous squid. We got lots of squid. You see how red that is? That's because that's got the Bootsy sauce on it. That's just, oh yeah. Oh. And I'm drinking. Oh my goodness. Teacher's Highland Cream blended whiskey, blended scotch. I want to try this Minute Maid soda. It's nice. It doesn't have a tremendous amount of sugar. Most sodas are over 20% sugar. This is less than 10%. Because there's 250 milliliters and there's 19.8 grams. So there you go. Now, in addition to the squid and a fabulous Bootsy sauce, I also have some it's a pork stick, marinated. It was deep fried and then grilled, but I'm putting some Bootsy on it. That's what I want. Oh. You can't tell me nothing. Now, I got a special kind of chicken. The special flavored chicken potato chip I'm going to try in a little while. You guys know that I like to try potato chips, and they are just really something. Let me do this for the fun of it, so people know. Let me put the Bootsy barbecue bottle on just for a second. Now, I would appreciate it if everyone would follow Taiwan Live TV on YouTube. And there is also a Taiwan Live TV Instagram. Just like that. We're Taiwan Live TV everywhere, and we're TaiwanLive.tv over here. And I was looking at the stats for my site, and I am actually astonished at how many thousands of people every month visit our website, presumably looking for information and, you know, for what we do. And we got hamstrung and sidetracked several years ago when Twitter pulled that stunt with catch, you know, with killing catch. So in conjunction with Bootsy, we're going to be revitalizing the whole Taiwan Live TV thing. And I want to do more content based on, oh, this is so good, culture and local flavor, local identity, even maybe some language. And so it's not going to be just me sitting here eating, although that is popular sometimes. Now this pork stuff let's pour it right in the bag, the sauce. These pork pieces on the stick with the Bootsy are just, oh. You guys are gonna have to excuse me. Now we do have an update. Bootsy is in production. They're producing a first run of over 50,000 bottles. Just gonna look, just like that. It will very soon be available worldwide by various means of fulfillment, which we will publish, most likely Amazon, but the factory also does fulfillment themselves. Maybe less expensive that way. We're exploring the least expensive yet most efficient way to get you the sauce. And that's the goal. If you guys visit Taiwan, the squid and the cuttlefish, and all these foods are just off the charts here. I'm pouring some more sauce on this cuttlefish. One thing I didn't do was, on my bike, I got a roll of paper towels in my bag. I should have got them. I might just go run and get them. All right, now PRISM. Want to talk about PRISM? PRISM updated. Major update today. 2.0. I'm using it right now. Right off the bat, and the user interface, there are two main things that are just Jake and the PRISM team, you guys did a home run. First of all, there used to be a band down at the bottom that was dark. It was the menu, and the problem is it took up a fairly significant and rather important part of the screen if you like me sometimes like to put stuff down at the bottom. And I remember I put the chat box on and all of a sudden I couldn't read the first line. I'm like, what? It's in the dark. It's gone now. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you listening to my suggestion, and I'm sure other people suggested it too, not just me. The other thing now is people have larger devices. Like I was talking about, this is my Samsung S7 Edge. And the screen on the Xiaomi is bigger than this whole phone. But this one has bands, so it's cut off. What happened before, I would stream with PRISM, and there were things that I could see on the screen that were not making it to the stream. They were outside the limits. They were like over here, or over here outside. PRISM now has a full screen or letterbox mode, and I'm using letterbox mode. There are black bands on the outside, but now I know where the extents of the screen is, and I'm broadcasting in 720p with a normal 16 excuse me, with a normal 16:9 aspect ratio, so that's fine, and it works great. Now I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I love Streamlabs, and I use their Streamlabs, you know, the chat box, the Streamlabs mobile app now is a mess, and the camera doesn't even fill the frame. And in my opinion, they've gone down the wrong way, because they now are subscription. MJ does not like subscription. Like Adobe Lightroom, no. The Creative Cloud, no. 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 I mean, not when you can get Affinity Photo for $69 that does everything Lightroom and Photoshop does put together, and it's like free updates for life. Anyway, this is still freaking me out though about this small font size. Man, this is really interesting, and I wonder if it's too small for me to even use. But it's definitely not, I guess I can see that. It's definitely not, it's less invasive. I don't think though that I could leave the PRISM app and go to my settings, you know, on the phone, and change my system settings. I got a big piece of tentacles and stuff. Let me see if I can use this. Wow. Outstanding. Now, I actually went to see Andreas the other day. Oh, you know what? There we go. I can change the font right here. Oh, okay. Let's do this. So I'm in my other device. I just went to the Streamlabs website. I changed my font size. Let's see. This is going to be 24 points. Let's see what happens with that. Uh-oh, I don't see it. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, wrong thing. That's not good. And they've, oh, you know what they did? Oh no. They reset everything. Streamlabs reset all the stuff. They reset everything that I ever had. Oh my goodness. I had worked really, really hard on doing a custom CSS on this, and they just trashed the whole thing. Why did they do that? What on earth is wrong with you people? Why do you do stuff like this? See, they went to this subscription model, and I didn't know this. I gotta reset my hide message and everything. Hide message after. Come on. This is, oh man, this is messed up. I told you that Streamlabs was a mess. Okay, now I just reset a few things, and it was working. Let's see if it's working again. I don't know. This is going to make me very, very mad if it doesn't work, because I depend on the chat boxes. Now, the other thing too that I will tell you is that Jake says that PRISM is going to add native chat burn, and they are prototyping it right now. So that's fantastic. Now, because I changed this one little thing, I might have to go back and redo my whole thing. And I had this rather complicated CSS because what I wanted to do was to change the title. You know, when somebody types their name in, it's still really, really low. Okay, well nothing's changed. I don't get it. So I like it when I'm wrong about things that don't work. So anyway, all right. I'm just gonna kill this. This is not what I want to do. All right. And what do you say we try some? Fantastic. We say we try potato chips. Well, back in the 90s, when I had my national syndicated talk show on the Talk America Radio Network, sometimes for a whole hour we wouldn't get a single call. It happens. Sometimes people are listening. It's like there's a club I used to play. It's happened a couple times with the old band I used to play with years ago. And we would go to a place that was known as just like a regular nightclub. People would go and dance. We're in a band that was doing like heavy themed music. And people have never seen anything quite like that in that club. And so, no dancing. People were just sitting and looking, and not much clapping. But that wasn't bad. It just meant that they were really attentive to it, because most of the time bands are just background music, you know. All right, so this is our chicken. Oh yeah. Now it has that usual smell, and I say this a lot. Whenever I do these potato chip tests, they largely smell the same. They smell like deep fried potatoes, you know, potato chips. They smell heavy salt, like monosodium glutamate. There may be a pepper smell. You know, often some kind of pepper, red or black. Now I know I just ate a slice of this Bootsy squid because I couldn't help it. There we go. Try this guy right here. It does taste like the chicken, but in this particular case, unlike the steak that I've had and the beef steak and the pork steak, this tastes more like potato chips than the other ones. Now, maybe somebody can tell me, did I have this one before? I think I have. I think I have. Now, PRISM still has the same beautification that it used to have, and now you can select favorites and things. So I put this one in my favorites. This is one of my this is literally one of my favorites. What it does, it puts like a little robot on your head, And then if you open your mouth and you're like, wow, then it puts like lasers on it. So I really like that a lot. So there you go. So here's what I can do. I can go that's how to review food, man. Now you press this and it kills it. But they still have, like, they've got some other things too, little graphics that before were never like in categories. So now the categories is greed, love, fun, OMG, angry, sad, awesome, and congrats. So for example, if we click on congrats, then it gives me everything like, you know, like this, that you would say like, well, okay, I touched it and it's loading, and it will tell me to, you know, there you go, like that. Fun, here's the fun stuff. Let's go to fun. It's just stuff like ha 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 and things like that. Greeting, let's see, what's the greeting? There you go. Okay, but you know, it also has thank you in there too. So it's like, you know, somebody that you haven't seen for a while, you can say, hey, you know, welcome back to the channel. And like everyone who's watching, to please subscribe. And I really want to say thank you so much. And you used to have to tap the screen to make those activated, and you don't. There are the, you know, the usual filters, like example for, like, you know, if you want like a monogram 4, and you can, there's actually a slider, so you can make it kind of like a, this is kind of cool because it's kind of like a low saturation color, see? So this is C5, and there's a slider, you know. This is cool. This adds a, you know, a cool effect, and this is a slider on it, so I can turn it down so it's not quite as cool, see? And then, yeah, and this is original, and it's no problem. Then again, in the beautification section, we go back, and then there's different face masks that you know, we have shown a million times. There's backgrounds too, and shown some of them. Excuse me, a little piece of cartilage. They have another section too. Trending, reactions, thanks, hi, love, animals, and holidays. So this is everything in the thanks category. And these are by Giphy. So you guys know Giphy. This is Giphy, and so let's just tap one. This is kind of interesting. It's got to load. It's got to come down the pipe, but once it gets there, there it is. It's a little stingray. So you got reactions. Now reactions are cool too. What we got to do is we got to get like audience reactions. So how do we stop that? That's interesting. I don't know how to stop it. Maybe I have to tap it again. Jeez, I don't want that thing on there all night. Tap it again. There's another one. This one says thank you. And it's loading. These are all the PRISM 2.0 enhancements. Okay. They're on top of each other. So how do we there we go. You got to go back to the front menu and get rid of it. I don't see how to move it though. There's quite a number of these too, and some of them are actually like, well, they're they're GIF files, right? So they can be photorealistic. They don't have to be totally animated. See, like this here. This is photorealistic, but I can't move it. At least I don't know how to move it yet, so it's kind of in the way. And so to get rid of it, I got to go back to the top menu and press that. But it definitely could be useful, especially if you did like a be right back and you got to go to the restroom, right? Reactions. A lot of these, I'm going to say, maybe more useful to an Asian streamer, but got Spider-Man and stuff on here too. French fries dancing around, so gotta go where love. Now the interesting thing about PRISM is that it is also a video application, so all these features are available if you want to record video. Now, I grew up with Warner Brothers, and that's one of my favorite characters. Sweetie, let me try this. If I tap here, nope, it doesn't move it. Okay. I'm just trying to find out, because before you could place your finger on the screen different places and make these different effects happen wherever you put your fingers. And of course, one of my favorite features is the, come on, is the drawing. Okay. And you can just trash it or go back, which is nice when you want to draw attention to things. And you've got all kinds of different colors. You can make it whatever you want. And we can eventually we can do some Chinese lessons too. So that's cool. Anyway, so that's just a general outline of what you can do with PRISM 2.0. All right. Well, I think I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to finish my potato chips, my whiskey and the apple juice, and my pork sticks. Guys, take care. Thank you so much for joining. And now that I'm feeling better, I'll try to have something decent to show you soon on this channel. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. MJ Klein here. You have a good afternoon, evening, day, wherever you are around the world. Thank you. Bye-bye.